What do you make of these flows? It's been over a decade since we've seen such optimism.
Well, investors were certainly seriously wounded in both big declines that we had in 2000, 2002, and also 2008, and they have been preferring to go into fixed income funds. So this is actually quite a trend, seeing 5 consecutive weeks of inflows. And if we compare them to last year, investors actually took out $129 billion out of the conventional fund business, while this year so far, year to date, we're actually seeing about $37.7 billion net new money coming to the coffers of equity funds.
You've been looking at these numbers for a long time. How surprised are you by some of this latest data?
Well, we're very surprised considering we look at weekly flows, as I'm sure you know, Rhonda. With the week, we saw about $4.1 billion come into equity funds for the weekend just Wednesday that just passed. We saw one of the worst market declines that we've seen this year in one day on Monday. So with that in mind, we thought we'd see outflows, and investors are continuing to put money back to work in equity mutual funds.
Now, investors actually did pull a bunch of money out of the SPDR ETF. Why is that, do you think?
Well, we've been talking about this for quite some time. It's really kind of a dichotomy of what we're talking about between institutional investors and retail investors. We think this is actually institutional investors at work to actually having this net redemption for the week, which was about $3 billion, as you said. Prior week, we had just about the same amount of inflows last week. So it's something we've been keeping an eye on. Retail investors are basically doing marching to a whole different drum than the institutional investor. And again, the institutional investor has actually pulled money out of ETFs in 3 of the last 5 weeks.